Hello, my name is John Dermeyer, and this is a muscle endurance assessment. And within this assessment, we're going to use the American College of Sports Medicine's push-up and curl-up assessment. So my first slide, this is me giving an example for my client. So as you can see, you start off in the supine position with hips and knees in flexion, and elbows fully extended and hands on a mat, and the forearms are pronated. And there are two pieces of tape that are spread apart 10 centimeters. And I'll show this example. So within this test, you never want your feet to leave the ground or your hands. So they just slide back and forth between the two dots and or between the two pieces of tape. And the test lasts 1 minute, and just to see, you can set with a metronome how many, and try to stay with it and get your full amount of reps by reaching to that farthest tape marking. Okay, now this is my client, my wife, and I would have shown on the video taking her blood pressure and resting heart rate before, but this gym did not allow us to bring bags, so we took the resting heart rate in a family locker room, which for obvious reasons you can't videotape in there. So we took her resting heart rate beforehand, and it was 72, and her blood pressure was 126/76. And she had a few missed reps within the test. And this actually was a quite strenuous test for her. She ended up being able to do 22 reps within the minute. And then her heart rate post-exercise didn't elevate too high. It only went up to 80 beats per minute. And her post-test blood pressure was 128/82. Also, she had a hard time sticking right with the metronome and getting a rhythm. And it's been a couple days since she did this test, and she actually had some delayed onset muscle soreness from doing that test. Now we're going to show an example of a female push-up. So you start with the knees on the ground, and a good rep is getting the chin to touch the ground without your legs, stomach, or chest touching the ground. then in between these two tests, we waited about 5 minutes, and her resting heart rate didn't drop all the way back to normal within that 5 minutes. And same with her resting blood pressure. It was, I mean, it's in the right range, but it didn't drop all the way. And then she experienced a lot of core instability. My client has scoliosis in her cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine. So there's she completed 4 reps, and just shows that there's some improvement that needs to be made and strengthening. And her heart rate after the test was 80 beats per minute, and her post-test blood pressure was 138 over 84. Thanks so much for watching this muscle endurance assessment, and I want to thank my wife for participating and helping me out. Have a good night. Thank you.